20th century brought new technology to the world, technology that would forever change it. Inventions like the phonograph, radio, and motion pictures had a profound effect on our culture. Where once families would gather by the piano for entertainment, now they listened to records or went to the movies. In 1929, the stock market crash brought on the Great Depression, an era when things like pianos became luxury items that were out of reach for most Americans. Mason and Hamlin continued to produce pianos, but the company underwent several changes of ownership during these years until it became, in 1930, part of the giant Aeolian American Piano Company. World War II brought the American piano industry to a halt, since basic materials like iron had to be used for the war effort. Mason and Hamlin turned from making pianos to building airplane gliders. This continued until the end of the war. From 1945 to 1982, Mason and Hamlin pianos were made in the Aeolian American plant in East Rochester, New York. Paul Monachino, Mason and Hamlin's official historian and production consultant, started working in the factory right after the war. He remembers,
I started with the Mason Hamlin Company in 1946, directly out of service. At the ripe old age of 22, I decided I wanted to work in a factory in East Rochester, New York, where the Mason Hamlin was made. I lived 3 blocks away. I knew about this factory all these years. Now, when I went into the factory, I was flabbergasted to see how many parts, the machinery that they had. The lumberyard was so full. As a kid, I used to see it on the outside of the fence, but to walk inside the plant and see these people, and they were real craftsmen.
Between 1983 and 1995, Mason and Hamlin was sold several times. In 1995, the last company to own it was forced to file for bankruptcy and close its doors. In 1996, one of the most successful businesses in the piano industry was Piano Disc, a manufacturer of player piano systems. Gary and Kirk Burgett, Piano Disc's owners, had long been fans of Mason and Hamlin pianos. When they heard that the company was for sale in bankruptcy court, they put in a bid to buy it. The court ruled in their favor. From the beginning, the Burgetts were committed to recreating those golden age Mason and Hamlins, and using many original company designs and features, including the tension resonator, and following time-honored piano building techniques, they began making their own Mason and Hamlin pianos. Word soon got out that the new Mason and Hamlins had more in common with the old ones than just their name. In his book, The Piano, author John Paul Williams wrote, "Under new and committed ownership, every part of the company has been revitalized, and the new Mason and Hamlin pianos are near perfect reproductions of the very best early 20th century models. In a few short years, Mason and Hamlin pianos have returned to the concert stage, to music schools, recording studios, conservatories, and have even appeared on television." In 1854, Lowell Mason and Emmons Hamlin joined forces to create a company with a single vision: to build the finest musical instruments in the world. Today, Mason and Hamlin's vision is the same, and the standards of quality that were established 150 years ago continue to guide a new generation of piano makers.